How Congress is misleading Indians in the Adani corporate fraud case. Congress, which is a defunct political party, has been using all ordinary tricks to make its presence felt in the Indian political space. After the failure of its recent Bharat Jodo Yatra, or Unite India March, Congress is trying to leverage the Hindenburg Research report for its revival. The Hindenburg investigative report released in January 2023 has accused oligarch Gautam Adani, who is a close companion of Prime Minister, PM, Narendra Modi, of a massive corporate fraud. Now Congress is leading a group of tired and retired politicians of opposition parties to target Modi and Adani. Besides holding closed-door meetings with a handful of other politicians, Congress is organizing directionless street demonstrations against the central public sector undertakings such as the Life Insurance Corporation, LIC, of India and State Bank of India, SBI, which invested money in the Adani Group. The Congress Party, which is full of naive politicians, is demanding a discussion in the Parliament on the Adani Group fraud case. It has also called for an investigation into the Adani Group's business deals by a joint parliamentary committee, JPC, or a team under the supervision of the Chief Justice of India, CJI. But the foolish Congress leaders fail to understand that a discussion in Parliament has no meaning at all, as such discussions cannot force the Modi regime, which is in fact Modi alone, to change its decisions. In this case, Modi is not willing to hear anything about his friend Adani's alleged frauds. In order to show its fake concerns for the public, Congress is ostensibly demanding a JPC or a Supreme Court-monitored probe. But the dumb Congress leaders fail to learn from their mistakes in the past. Old tricks. Congress has demanded such JPC or court-directed investigations multiple times in the past in cases such as Rafale corruption case, Pegasus spyware scandal, Pulwama terror attack case, Judge Loya's death case, and a slew of other cases in which Modi or his regime is allegedly involved. But Modi has simply ignored all such demands even when they were discussed in the Parliament. So, Parliament has completely lost its relevance, courts cannot dare to do anything against Modi, and the street demonstrations are so weak that they cannot influence the decisions of the Modi government. Now it appears that Congress, along with other opposition parties, is deliberately ignoring this harsh reality of the Modi regime and misleading the public by repeating all those mistakes that it has been making in the past. In the Modi-Adani case, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has been leveling wild allegations of links between Modi and Adani without any substantiation. But he could never articulate his random allegations to challenge the Modi regime. If Congress was really concerned about the unholy relations between Modi and Adani, it could have produced and publicly released a research report like the Hindenburg report to expose the Modi-Adani connections. Similarly, instead of holding its protests on the barren roads, Congress should have held regular protests in front of the Supreme Court when the court was arbitrarily exonerating Modi in different cases of crime and corruption. In the Adani case, Appliance Supreme Court Judge Justice Arun Mishra has given multiple judgments in favor of the Adani group of companies. But Congress never challenged those murky judgments while Modi praiser Mishra was given the plum position of chairperson of the National Human Rights Commission, NHRC, of India in 2021 after his retirement from the Supreme Court. Future strategy. Although the detailed Hindenburg report has given enough evidence of irregularities in the Adani Group, instead of using the findings of the report to accuse Adani, Congress is unnecessarily demanding another layer of investigation through the JPC or court. There is a possibility that some leaders of Congress or other political parties also have some hidden financial connections with Adani. That is why they are subtly trying to dilute the issue by deploying the old tricks that have failed in the past. If an investigation by the JPC or court takes place, it will be so slow and useless that its findings will be dumped without any consequence for the Modi government. And by that time, it is probable that Modi will become the PM again by winning the Lok Sabha election in 2024 to further ruin the country, which is already facing unprecedented disaster including corruption, unemployment, inflation, and religious animosity under his 9-year rule. If Congress and other political outfits really want to save India and Indians from Modi's autocracy, they must act in a professional manner. Content, communications, and street protests should become the backbone of their strategy. In the current Adani case, for example, if Congress is clean, it should create a multilingual microsite to reveal every aspect of the case and Congress's strategy to protest until the issue is satisfactorily resolved. Similarly, Congress should create comprehensive microsites on other issues such as Rafale corruption case, Gujarat riots case, Pegasus scandal, and others and regularly update these sites. The party should use digital media and traditional media channels to communicate its actions. Particularly, Congress and other political parties should not forget the electronic voting machines, EVMs, that may be manipulated to help Modi and his party win again in 2024. All opposition parties should vehemently oppose the use of EVMs in elections. This exercise by Congress and other political groups should be supported by sustained field protests similar to farmers' protest on the outskirts of Delhi a couple of years ago. With all these steps, Congress can hope to win the 2024 Lok Sabha election and bring India back on the path of progress. This story has been scripted and produced by Rakesh Raman, who is a national award-winning journalist and founder of the humanitarian organization RMN Foundation. Nowadays, he is running his global news services on multiple news sites that cover topics such as politics, business, technology, entertainment, and education. Earlier, he was writing an exclusive edit page column regularly for the Financial Express, which is a daily business newspaper of the Indian Express Group. He had also been associated with the United Nations, UN, through the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, UNIDO, as a digital media expert to help businesses use technology for brand marketing and business development. You can check out the related links given under this video and subscribe to the RMN YouTube channel to watch more informative videos.